football just seems to have just been. It never stopped, and it was like the season was, and then all of a sudden the season finishes, and then they're going off to do a tournament, and it showed in the team in the football out there. I don't think anybody really played well. They all look knackered.
Yeah,
they've had massively long season. These superstars getting paid hundreds of thousands of pounds and then get put on a plane to go perform like monkeys to a lot of people don't even like football, and it's just basically go and perform for us. And then it's like all gets Roman. It's like, oh, they didn't perform well enough. They won, but it wasn't entertaining enough. If I were them, I wouldn't be arsed either, if I'm honest. That's. And I think the whole tournament was a bit like that. It's like we could have pretty much had a summer off. I'd enjoyed the Olympics, had a few weeks off, and then got back to a proper league next year. And that's what I feel like with international football as a whole. I mean, is there any point anymore? It used to be like the highest level. It used to be the top level. Used to be international football. Players used to care about playing for the countries. Now they only seem to care when they want to be put in a shop window to put a few more million on the price tag. And you get that in the tournament. I mean, I enjoy watching it, but it's not the same as it used to be.
It's interesting, isn't it? Because I feel like this debate has been going on for 20 plus years now, hasn't it? About burnout in football and that. And I totally agree. I think there's too much international football. I mean, you can't really trim the domestics. Well, you could possibly axe some of the knockout competitions, but you can't trim the domestic season, can you? You know, teams have got to play 38 plus games plus the FA Cup, which, let's be honest, you can't get rid of that. So if you assume that the Champions, well, this is the problem, isn't it? We've got domestic leagues that aren't even. There's not even unity there, is it? I mean, I don't really understand how much control the FA actually has over the domestic leagues that are played in this country. And then obviously you've got the Champions League, which is UEFA, and then you've got the World Cup, which is FIFA. So it's like there's too many bodies involved, and I think that's what's bringing things. I mean, I would be happy. I mean, I don't mind the Euros. I could probably count 2 or maybe 2 maximum good European championships that I can remember thinking that was really special. I mean, Euro 96 was one of them, but then that's probably because it was on home soil.
That's our age, though, isn't it?
That was a key thing, wasn't it? When we were sort of growing up, Euro 96, that was the epitome of what we'd seen from an England team.
First time I got drunk watching England Scotland.
That guy's a goal. Amazing. But this England team they've gone beyond that. You know, they've gone to the final 2 times in a row. And yes, we had a bit of an easy run in this time, thank God, because the performances weren't great. But I historically been one of them people that I will watch every single match of the Euros and enjoy every single match of the Euros. This time, I didn't really watch much at all, other than the England games, which obviously you kind of have to watch as, you know, coming from England. Other than those, I probably watched a handful of matches throughout the whole tournament. I didn't buy into it this year at all. It wasn't my thing. I think Spencer, you're probably right. A bit too much football. There's been no break, and that may be because of the whole COVID thing that, you know, pushed on Euro 2020, which ended up being Euro 2021, and then straight into the World Cup from there, straight into, you know, domestic leagues, and it just seems that it was a little bit too much and a little bit too far. I'd have quite liked a little bit of a break to enjoy the off season, to not have to have the stress of penalty shootouts and worrying about, oh my God, we're playing the Netherlands next. Are we going to get through them? Oh crap, we're in the final. Are we going to get through Spain? Probably not, but hey ho, let's give it a go. Hey, it's great getting behind the national team, but yeah, it's been a bit exhausting, hasn't it?